Hey everyone, welcome back to Jack MOCs. So here we have week 7 of building Spider-Man and the Sinister Six's battle for New York. So I made a ton of progress this week. I got a lot of this finished actually. So this main section that we've been working on, the first underground level, is about 80% done. I got about 20% of it completed, from SNOT tiling to little details to some overall big structures done. So I can't wait to show you all. I have so much done and it's going to look fantastic. I am sure you all will be impressed. So first things first, just a couple of announcements. So the first announcement is I have another Lego haul coming in. So just look out for that video. It will be released Monday night, so stay tuned for that video. The second thing is I'm actually going to do a live stream. So I just thought I would take a second to show you all some of the images I captured for this completed section, from the subway arches down to all the little sections in the model. I think it looks very New York. I think it captures the aesthetic of New York, I'm going to be doing live streams, the Daily Bugle set, which this is based on, and I think it looks Mountain Time really awesome every Friday night and every Saturday night. So if you just want to see what I'm kind of getting into, if you want to just ask me personal questions, Lego discussions, and so much more, just join my Instagram. I hate it when YouTubers do this, but I just wanted to let you all know so no one misses out on any opportunities. So without ado, let's just go into what I completed. So a lot of the sections upon this part right here, which is the main Sinister Six's layer, along with a lot of the railroad tracks, are done. So let's get into that right now. So as you can see, there has been a lot of change in this area, specifically this section of the Sinister Six layer. We are going to go into a little in-depth review of Dr. Octopus's mechanical workshop as well as layer, but we're going to focus on this area just for a minute. So I finally finished off the pillars to the subway. Next week, we're actually going to be focusing on building the subway train, so just stay tuned for that. But this section is completely done. Okay, boom, done. Not going to worry about it ever again. The only thing missing is the subway train, right? The only parts right here that I need to work on, at least for this section, let me scoot it over just a bit, is this section right here. I'm going to add little stone ornaments between these pillars right here to kind of give it that New York feel, so to speak. So let's now move on to the workshop. This is the section I primarily gave the most attention to today, at least, because over the week I've been focusing on other parts of the MOC, such as all the SNOT tiling on the top over here. Today, the main focus is Dr. Octopus's kind of like workshop slash layer. This entire section is more dedicated towards him because he is my favorite Spider-Man villain besides the Green Goblin. So I'm kind of dedicating the entire section just to him. So I based this off of Spider-Man Homecoming, in which the Vulture is stealing Chitauri equipment, except it's Dr. Octopus. So in the boxes, I have a bunch of Chitauri equipment, which I will show you in just a moment. So right here, I'm going to kind of have like some, like maybe a little suit that he's working on hanging right here. So I'll probably just add like a minifigure body that looks very robotic right there. And right here, I kind of have this little crane I built right here that kind of goes into the cockpit where his original another suit will be hanging. Maybe it's instead it's the Vulture's wings that he kind of helped out with building. So it's just something unique. So as you can see, it's completely SNOT tiled all the way across the top. That is because certain aspects of this model are removable. I want everything to be removable so that it can all fit in perfectly. Let me slide it around so you can get a side view. All right, scooch the camera back. There we go. Okay, so this is a good view of the side. As you can see, everything is completed, but there are boxes down here that indicate cargo. There's nothing going to be in this little space except the cargo boxes. This little arm right here is kind of meant for stability, in which, you know, this building is crumbling. But we have a desk and a little workspace. But one of the nicest things about this is that it is removable. So if you grab this little handle right here, it is removable, which is nice. As you can see, when I remove it, it gets a little bit detached right here. I'm going to fix that because it's not really the greatest for stability if that keeps breaking. As I've shown you in a week prior, I have the little lab in here for him. There's nothing in there that has changed at all since the week before, but I just wanted to show you that. So let's get into some pictures of the workshop itself. So here are some of the pictures of the little workspace that I created for Dr. Octopus. As you can see, it's very small and compact, features a desk with a lamp and a chair that can spin. Of course, you always got to have the chair that spins. The basic main structure is going to be holding the bodysuit. And here are some Chitauri weapons that I created based off of Spider-Man Homecoming. So as you can see, I did a lot of SNOT tiling across the top right here with the occasional studs to hold the first floor, or the second floor in this case, together. This is where the Sandman pillar is going to be. If you watched the design video, go watch it right now. It is incredibly important so you do know what I am talking about. So it's going to primarily come up through this area. And as you can see, I also got a bunch of the lighting done, which is also a plus. And of course, I did a ton of SNOT tiling across all three areas. So as you can see, or at least you've noticed from probably some of the pictures, what is this exactly? It is at the corner of this model, and it just kind of looks off-putting. Well, if you watch the design video, then you would know this is one of Sandman's long sand tentacles that are going to be appearing in multiple spots across the first floor of this MOC. So Sandman's main presence is going to be over here, right? The focus of it, at least the giant sand pillar, because on top of the, right here is where the construction site is. So, but there are going to be small hands that are going to be coming from all over the city, right? This is one of them. So I kind of made it where it's cracking out of the ground and it's coming through, which is nice. It's right on top of the the sewer, which is coming through just right here. So it looks really nice, I would say. I'll take it out for you to see. So essentially, this is it. It's connected through this ball joint to give it that feel, and I kind of added all these sloped pieces to kind of give it that round shape, like it's cracking through, so it's more like a hole instead of like a little square perfect hole. I always like angles. The more angles, the better. So it's easily detachable and reattachable, which is nice. And so there are going to be about 5 or 6 of these throughout this portion of the MOC, right? Because Sandman is going to be the biggest threat out of all the villains in this entire MOC, primarily because I feel like he's really underused and he's underdeveloped. So I really want to show how awesome Sandman can be. Because let's be honest, the Dr. Octopus and the Green Goblin are going to be highlights, but Sandman is the one huge challenge I want to put forth in this entire model. So just let me know what you all think about the idea. Next week, we're going to be hitting Sandman and his pillars the most. That's going to be the prime focus of next week. So without ado, let's go and let's conclude this video right now. So what did you all think of the MOC? Did I make some good progress here? I know there isn't as much exciting progress like, oh, I just completed the subway or I just completed the sewers. It's more a lot of SNOT tiling and it's a lot of build up. And that's honestly the hardest part, is making sure everything is flat and on the right plane, right? That's always so difficult. As someone who builds giant MOCs, that's always the challenge, because one small kink and this entire MOC could be, horrible, right? It could be structurally unsound, or even worse, it looks ugly, right? So it's just been a lot of that. But what did you think about the Sandman hand? Is that a good beginning? Do you think 5 or 6 is honestly going to do? Leave it in the comments section below. Just let me know what you think. If you have suggestions, please leave them. I love listening to what you all have to say about my videos and what recommendations you have for the MOC series. So stay tuned. I am releasing that Lego haul video Monday night. Also, go to Instagram, check it out. And basically, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. And keep on building.